The next total solar eclipse to hit our little beautiful planet, our little blue planet, will be on August 12th this year, 2026. In this video, I'm gonna give you an overview of how to enjoy the total solar eclipse in Iceland, talk about the locations, and give you some practical information. This is the first video among a few. I'm going to be following up with a video of the Westfjords, where the eclipse will last more than 2 minutes. Also the Snæfellsnes Peninsula, where the eclipse will be about just a little shorter, 2 minutes maybe. And then Reykjanes Peninsula, close to the Keflavik International Airport. And then Reykjavik, the capital of Iceland, where it is about 1 minute. Hello friends. Like many Icelanders, I have an incredibly long last name. It is 25 letters and nobody outside of Iceland can ever pronounce it correctly. Just like the glacier Eyjafjallajökull, which nobody can pronounce. My name is Hallgrímur Tómas Ragnarsson, but my friends simply call me Halli. I'm an Icelander and I am a passionate landscape photographer. I have photographed one solar eclipse before. In 2024, I was fortunate enough to travel to Missouri, and I can say that was a life-changing experience. And I hope you'll be able to travel to Iceland to witness something similar in Iceland. Solar eclipses are very, very rare, and one hasn't hit Iceland in more than 70 years. And at that time, it only hit the south coast of Iceland. Before that, there was 600 years ago, where an eclipse was visible from the Reykjavik area in Iceland. Western Europe, we haven't seen an eclipse on the mainland of Western Europe since 1999. So that's been more than 26 years ago. And the next one to come to be witnessed in Iceland is when we are all probably long gone. Like I said, this eclipse will be visible in Iceland on August 12th, late in the afternoon, and also in northern Spain. Of course, northern Spain probably will have a much better chance of clear skies, but we might get lucky in Iceland. As you may know, Iceland is an island in the North Atlantic. Population-wise, we are among the smallest nation in Europe. We are a little smaller in area than Bulgaria, but we're larger than quite a few nations in Europe. Compared to North America, we are about the same size as the state of Tennessee or Kentucky or Utah. So for the island being so small, you can easily travel around the island in about 15 hours, one day. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody because you wouldn't see anything. I would recommend much longer time, as much time as you have, a week at least, in my opinion, because there's so much to see. The ring road is about 1,400 kilometers, and I will take you the south coast, along the Eastfjords and north, and back to Reykjavik. But a lot of people, they do not visit the Westfjords or the Snæfellsnes Peninsula, which we're going to be covering in these videos. Now, traveling to Iceland, most people travel with air, and most people fly into Keflavik International Airport. KEF for short. There's a lot of options to fly into Keflavik from mainland Europe and North America. It's not a shorter flight than most people think. JFK, for example, in New York is only about 5.5 hours. Same for Boston Logan. London is about 3 hours, maybe 3.5. And same goes for most cities in Northern Europe. There are other possibilities of traveling to Iceland. We have quite a few cruise ships. I understand we have more than 200 cruise ships coming to Reykjavik this summer, and they make their way around Iceland. And I certainly could recommend visiting Iceland on a cruise ship as well. Now, the population of Iceland is about just under 400,000 people. And 75% of the population lives in Reykjavik or within an hour commute from Reykjavik. So the rest, about 100,000 people, are scattered all around the country. For example, the Westfjords, I believe there are maybe 5,000 or 10,000 people living in the whole of Westfjords. And then you have the highlands of Iceland, where nobody lives. And the highlands account for a good chunk of the country. The highlands of Iceland is my favorite area because it is, for most parts, untouched and protected. But that's an experience of a lifetime for anybody who goes into the highland. Leaves nobody untouched, in my humble opinion. So one of the most important factors on August 12th in Iceland is, of course, cloud coverage and the weather. They say in Iceland, if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. It's going to change. And if you go hiking in Iceland or golfing, any outdoor activity, I would always recommend bringing rain gear with you and some warm clothes, even on a warm, sunny day. And the weather can get dangerous in Iceland on a short notice. We have a very good Met Office, and I'll put a link to their website in the show notes. Also, the Norwegians, they have an excellent application called YR.no, and I have found that to be very, very useful all around the world. Third item I would like to mention is photo pills. So if you intend to photograph the eclipse, it has a lot of helpful information. So I would say download the app and learn how to use it before you come to Iceland. That will make your life a lot easier. Now, these are going to be crazy times in Iceland because we are expecting a lot of traffic. That does not mean that you cannot yet travel to Iceland. Like I said, there's a lot of good connections from mainland Europe and North America. Hotels might be sold out and Airbnbs and such close to the eclipse, where the eclipse is going to be visible. But you can either just stay a little further and commute on August 12th or maybe a day before. Or a better option would simply just bring a tent and find a campground. I would go with a tent, sleep in a tent for one night. It's a great experience, no matter what. So distances in Iceland are, like I mentioned, very short. You travel from Reykjavik to Snæfellsnes in maybe 2 or 3 hours. And if you're going to go all the way to Látrabjarg, that's maybe 5.5, 6 hours from Reykjavik. Of course, traffic will be restricted on August 12th. A lot of roads are going to be one way only. So I would say come early, be prepared to be stuck in traffic or just wait at the campsite, enjoy your life until the traffic dissipates. Iceland is very safe. For example, a fact that I am very proud of as an Icelander, our police officers are unarmed, and there's not many places in the world you can say that anymore, unfortunately. And if you have questions, you can post them here in the thread below, and I'll do my best to either answer them or address them in future videos. But I hope you come to Iceland, and I'm certain you will enjoy it, no matter how the weather is going to turn out to be on August 12th. Iceland is a great place to visit. I hope to see you there.